Hey Aries, this is going to be your March 2023 reading. So let's just dive into the messages. So right away, showing up in your past position, you got the Four of Swords, the Tower, and the Strength card. So this is pertaining to career and money. This could indicate work stressing you out one way or another. This could also indicate like you going through a moment of rest and like relaxation, or just there being a need for one. And then I can also see how there could have been some sort of change in your foundation regarding work, in terms of like money and finances. But again, you got the Strength card, so that just shows that like you were able to overcome whatever obstacles you were facing at work in the past. If it's love related at all, this can point to taking a step back from a connection, withdrawing your energy from a connection, and sort of like outgrowing certain patterns within the connection, and like a connection just all in all, to be quick about it, just ending. Because you got the Tower card. But again, I see you like overcoming any obstacles regarding that connection, which is great. Present energy, you have the Emperor, Four of Wands, and the Lovers. So I mean, the Emperor is literally Aries energy, so this is just, you showing up in your own reading. The Emperor card is also like the green light to take any sort of inspired action. So if you've been thinking about doing something creative, or like a passion project or a side hustle, the Emperor card showing up is literally saying like, hey, this is your green light to do that. The Four of Wands and then the Lovers here, it could point to you being celebrated in some way. So you could either be celebrating yourself, just kind of taking a step back and looking at how much progress you've made and celebrating that. You could also be being like celebrated at work in some way. Maybe you are being like more aggressive in regards to your career goals, and so you're becoming more vocal, in a good way, of course, and you're being appreciated for that in some way in the workspace. And then the Lovers here, this could point to you just doing something that you love. Again, like asking for what you want, celebrating some sort of career progress. If it's anything to do with love, even if you're not looking for it, just know that there's love around you. The opportunity is here in terms of like a relationship, meeting someone, meeting a soulmate. Like that energy is definitely here. It's definitely surrounding you, whether you're looking for it or not. So if you are looking for love, it is here. I do see a lot of opportunity for love around you. And then in the future, you got the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. So the Two of Pentacles, can point to the need for you to balance your finances a bit more. It could also point to you sort of juggling the idea of like what you do for a living, and maybe again like a passion project or a side hustle. But definitely budgeting. And then you got the Temperance card here. So this points to like divine timing, and how, if you feel like you need help in any sort of way, to not be afraid to ask for it from the spirit realm, because your guides are always there to, just sort of help assist you and guide you. And it also talks about how timing could be a factor. So if you do find yourself sort of like toggling back and forth between like what you do for a living, and whatever your passion is, or whatever that passion project is, and sort of struggling and like going back and forth about it, this is again just a reminder that timing is a factor. And you also got the Seven of Wands, so this could talk about like just you being more assertive, something that we saw in the present energy with that Emperor. So that with the Seven of Wands, it's just like sort of reiterating that energy. It's like you becoming more assertive, and you like being more vocal in terms of like what you want. So I mean, whether it's like renegotiating a contract or asking for a raise, it's like you literally asking for what you want and you not being afraid to do that. If it's love, again, you have tons of options and opportunities for love around you, and it's showing up in the future because you got the Two of Pentacles. So this could indicate like you juggling. It could indicate you having multiple options to choose from. It could also point to even if you don't have like multiple options to choose from, it could point to you like meeting someone and you trying to juggle like work and this connection, or like the connection in like your personal life. Like it could really just indicate any of that because it's really just energy. But the Seven of Wands being here really points to, again, like you being vocal about what it is that you want, and like setting like clear boundaries, and making sure the other person or the other parties involved are aware of what it is that you're looking for, whether you're looking for something serious, whether you're just looking for a good time. You are vocalizing that. Now, as like a bonus message from Spirit, is really interesting because you got the Ace of Wands, you got the Ace of Swords, and you got the King of Wands. So you got two aces here, and then you got two wand cards here. And wand energy is like the energy of creation. So I feel like something is in the works for you, Aries, in terms of like something being created. So in terms of like money and career, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, this could really talk about like just having like really cool, refreshing ideas, expanding your business some sort of way, getting downloads on how to generate revenue for your business. And you got the King of Wands, so it's like you have this energy where you have a powerful presence to you. You show up as like an authority to those around you, which is really cool. So I mean, this could indicate like maybe like some sort of promotion at work, maybe people just looking to you as like an expert at work, but they look to you as like a leader per se. You definitely stand out from the rest at work. And again, like this could be like you thinking of like new ideas, again, for like revenue generation for your business. It could be a promotion at work, but it's this energy of like creativity and expansion and authority and leadership, which I love that energy for you. And then in terms of like love, it could be like, again, like a new beginning with somebody. It indicates like lots of passion between you and someone else. It could also be like, because you are showing up as the King of Wands, or the King of Wands is here, it could indicate like you're meeting someone very charismatic. And it could also like indicate like someone views you as like, charismatic. But it also points to like, if it is a connection, there will be loyalty here. So either someone is very loyal to you, or vice versa. But this indicates like a stable sort of connection. So I mean, great energy all around. It just really points to like growth. It points to you like the need for like some sort of balance. I also forgot to mention how with the Emperor card, this speaks to the need for like balancing like masculine and feminine energy. So I wonder if like the key to you unlocking this next level of like creativity and revenue generation, and maybe moving forward or making a decision between what you feel like you're supposed to do in terms of work and what your heart wants you to do, in terms of like a passion project or your own business. I wonder if like the key to that is you balancing certain things in your life, whether again it's like that masculine and feminine energy, or it's like balancing your finances, or it's balancing your time more, because it's like a recurring theme that's showing up in your reading. For your bonus, not bonus, for your oracle cards, it's funny because you got 2 for each deck. So for the Archangel deck, you got prioritize. So it says, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And then you've also got clairaudience, which says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. For the angels and ancestors deck, you got great teacher, and it says learn from spiritual experiences. So whenever this card comes out, it talks about like just knowing that everything that's happening around you is divinely inspired, and you should really learn from your current experiences and share them with other people, because you know you could really help other people through your own shared experiences. You also got direction guardian, and it says choose your path. And so it talks about connecting with your deepest desires and choosing the path that's going to make your heart sing. Then for the Moonology deck, you got it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So you got your own energy again. So just further confirmation, this is your reading, Aries, and these messages are meant for you. But this talks about like a new beginning and how, you know, you might need to formulate like a 12-month plan of some sort. And it also says bring love into the situation. And so this talks about like progression, moving forward, and how you may need to act independently at this time. And it points to something starting, and it could take time, but something it's pointing to some sort of like new beginning, you starting something. And I think like all of those like ideas, and you this need for balance is playing a huge factor in your reading. So this is what I have for you for March 2023, Aries. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you all in our next reading.